Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. In this video, we are going to look at the 1964 Washington quarter, and we're going to look at literally everything about this Washington quarter. But before we hop into it, if you guys want to enter the free giveaway, absolutely free, and you want to win the silver Morgan dollar, all you guys got to do is click the link in the description below and you guys will be entered. Once you go to that website, you press the two little green buttons, the little ones there, and you will be entered twice for that silver Morgan dollar. So without further ado, let's just hop into this video and check out these rare 1964 quarters that are worth money. Alright, so first up, might be a little confusing here, but you definitely want to stay with me throughout this whole video so you understand exactly what to look for. Now, in 1964, that was a transitional year for the reverse, the back of the quarter. Now, there's type A, type B, and type C. So if you look there where the arrows are pointing at the top three pictures, the S there is where you really will determine which type of quarter you have. Now, there are other ways which are listed below there, and you can see the differences between those as well. But you see how the type B on the top picture there, the E and S are very far apart. The type C, they're a little far apart, and then the type A, they're very, very close there. Now, you can also look at the bottom images as well if you want to pause this video and check out the differences between each type. Alright, so here's another example of the type B reverse versus the type A reverse. Now you see there the A on the left, both of the E and the S are practically touching, and then the E on the S on the type B, there's a wider space between that E and S there. So here is a 1964 Washington quarter. Of course, these are 90% silver. All 1964 quarters and prior are 90% silver. This has a type B reverse, pretty high grade here, and it's sold for over $90. Now next up is a 1964D silver quarter here. Now this has the type C reverse, not the highest grade there, about uncirculated, so not the greatest grade there. And this coin sold for a little over $100. Now these next two images here are 1964D Washington quarter that have the reverse of the 1965. Now, basically how you tell the difference is that it's got strong feathers there on the eagle, it's got bolder leaves and tail feathers. Now here's a 1964D with the reverse of the 1965. Of course, because of that transitional year, now this quarter here sold for over $140. Next up is a 1964 double die reverse on the Washington quarter. So doubling taking place there on the lettering of the Washington quarter, so always be checking your silver quarters for the double die reverse. Now there's actually a double die obverse that we're gonna look at here in just a second. So get you a cheap little coin USB microscope to find these types of errors. Also on the 1964 Philadelphia minted Washington quarter, there's also doubling on the reverse of that coin as well. And here's an example of the doubling taking place on the lettering of the 1964 Philadelphia minted Washington quarter. Now let's look at some quarters that actually have the double die reverse that have actually sold for some money. Now here's a double die reverse 1964 quarter that sold for over $60. Next up, here's another example of the same type of error, double die reverse, and this quarter here sold for over $370. Moving on to another 1964 double die reverse, much higher grade, and it sold for over $975. Now just for something to look for on the 1964 quarter on the obverse, the front of the coin, look at the phrase "In God We Trust," because there are examples out there of doubling taking place on the phrase "In God We Trust" on the front of the 1964 quarter, so always be searching for that as well. Now here's an example of a very high graded Washington quarter, 1964 of course, and this quarter sold for over $6,300. Hey guys, don't forget to click that bell, will notify you when I go live or when I upload a video. So until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.